Gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building a Brand vlog. This one, big number, what?
98.
That was weak, Rob.
No, I was wrong, so do it again.
Do it again? We're not doing it again. 98.
It's 97.
97?
That's what I mean, I was wrong.
Oh, it was 97?
It's 97.
This is how the meetings have been going, right? This is also our attorney, Bart. Say hey.
Hey,
Kelly?
how you doing, guys?
Rob?
Hey, guys.
Guys, we're going to finish up this little legal ease meeting, and then we'll be back to talk about what we've sort of discussed and some of the unfortunate things that we've decided. Which one?
It's 98.
Shit, Rob. 98! See? It's been like that for the past 2 days. We're making it work. Come on, guys. We got a vlog to film. This has been quite the meeting. Talking about a lot of super important things. Things are good, but man, it's been pretty intense. We've had, come in here. What's up? Jod? No? None of that? Tom?
He's not in there.
Tom's not in here. Tom?
What's going on, guys?
Tom has lost like 30 pounds and looks incredible. Look at that. My God. What happened? Rub Tiege Hanley on it.
Rub Tiege Hanley on it.
All right, I got to grab them. We got to film a vlog. But before we do that, the shelves are partially stocked.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Kelly.
How are you? I just got done with our man Bart, the lawyer. We're all set. So good to see you. Glad you're smiling still.
Hey, guys. Hey.
This is the weirdest vlog ever. Sit down. We got to talk, gentlemen. So this has been an eventful, a very eventful few days, right?
Say so. Yes. Extremely.
All right, so why don't we talk about what's going on sort of here at headquarters. We are about ready to get a really big shipment in the next, how many, what is it, next like 2 weeks?
2-3 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks? 2 weeks. We're running a little.
10 days.
10 days, yeah.
I'd like that.
Because of our growth, last month our growth was sort of exponentially high. And so, once again, we're sort of faced with the situation where we're cutting it close in terms of products. I mean, we should be good. I think Tom has been killing it and has worked with our manufacturer, which is, I guess, something we can talk about now. We switched labs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys actually came with me to the last lab that we had making the products. One of the issues that we had was that there was a little bit too much variation in the quality control department. A lot of, some of the batches, they were different. The products were different, and you would think, oh, it's a formula, it should all be the same. But we weren't 100% satisfied. We think the place that was making them, we think they're great and they're amazing, but we felt like we needed something a little bit more. Kelly?
Yeah. Just you hit it. Nail right on the head. We just wanted more consistency. We hear from you guys all the time, which is one of the best things about our company is your engagement. And these guys that are hearing from you, we heard, hey, why does this smell a little different than last month? And, why does this, that kind of stuff. So we want to go to a more consistent source. And the other thing is, and this was really coincidental, the fact that we were producing in Georgia was totally coincidental, had nothing to do with Aaron, but it was close to his office in Georgia. We did want to get a little bit closer to Chicago because it logistically helps us. And
the new lab is in Chicago, and it's how much bigger than our old lab? Like 10 times?
Yeah, it's
20x.
It's 20 times bigger. They have a huge lab, a lot of scientists with lab coats on. They have QC. They have tons of QC people.
QC is quality control.
Yeah, they just have. The other place had 3 people in quality control. This place has got like 8. So it's just a different story.
It's a different level. It's like basically going from here to here. Not that there was anything wrong with their other lab, and they were great. And we may at some point need their assistance again, depending on how. So I mean, we've got nothing bad to say about them. we just felt like for Tiege Hanley, we needed to step up our game. The other reason why this new lab is so incredible is that it can fill a lot more products quicker. In terms of they've got more lines and like assembly lines of filling stations, right?
Bigger filling stations, bigger vats to
Vats.
make stuff up. They have even more stringent, like above and beyond what's required, quality assurance. We've got more procedures in place. Tom's really been spearheading all this. Tom's been, having regularly scheduled meetings, physically going over there and visiting. So we just have like a better, engagement, a better overall experience. And it's at the end of the day for us, it's about making sure we got the right quality. We never have supply issues. We can deliver to you guys.
Tom?
That's it.
I can get over there in 20 minutes. They've been super open with me and highly informative, and I can't wait to get those products in here and out to you guys.
But that brings us to our next issue, is that this order that's coming in is the biggest order that we've ever placed. And the space that we have here is not equipped and is not large enough it's going to be really tight in here. And so one of the things that we were doing this weekend, or this week, was actually touring some of the other locations in this building to see, what else is available. And the answer, or not the answer, but we're expanding. We need to expand. We've gotten to the point where we've outgrown our little space here, which has been awesome. And that's kind of exciting, right? Everybody's excited, right?
Super excited.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So thanks to you, we are expanding here at Tiege Hanley. And we haven't picked out the space. We have our eye on some, but
We have options.
we're probably not going to ultimately move until next year, right?
Yeah, we'll probably move like towards the end of the year. You know what, guys? We're not, like, when we're expanding, what Aaron's saying, we're just taking new space. We're not moving to the big rent district. We're not moving like downtown. We're staying in the same building.
We're still, except your floor thing.
I'm not sure what that means.
You know what that means. But this space that we're in, what does it say?
ICNC.
ICNC. It's like a small business incubator, and the clientele. It's really almost inspiring to be around all these other entrepreneurs. I mean, it's all startups in this building, and so everybody kind of supports each other. Everybody sort of talks, and I mean, it's just a really cool environment, and it feels good. And so one of the things that Kelly is pressing on, we saw this one space, I'm like, oh, it's perfect. And it was kind of like, it needed a lot of work, right? But I'm like, oh, it's perfect. But I come from that background of, it's like, this'll do, it's good enough, it's big enough, it'll be fine. Kelly, though, is making the point that it needs to be cool, too, because of the fact that we need to be adding players to the Tiege Hanley team. And in order to attract some of the higher level, A players, we can't have them work on a shithole, right?
It's, hey, look, the space that you're in is like, it has to be like the right fit and feel and tone of the company. Like we can't afford to go into a high rent district, but we still want a place that people are like, psyched to come to work in, and it's cool. And like Aaron was just talking about, Rob and Aaron and I and a couple other guys that we were talking to this morning on our advisory team, we went over to get coffee. There's 5 coffee roasters in this, and this is a massive complex. We're talking hundreds of thousands.
It's the old meat packing district in Chicago, and so you walk outside, and some of the vlogs I think the first vlog that I did where I brought you guys to Chicago, right down the street, like you can look down and see the Hancock Tower. I mean, it's
awesome.
It's in the heart of where everything's sort of happening. And
so we were out front of this coffee place, and there's just like all these entrepreneurs, and they're all talking. There's like this shipping guy that was out there talking. There's another guy filming. He had like a camera out there, and there's a spirit company here in town, or in the building, called Ryan Hall. There's a great girl, a young lady there that works there. Started a business with her father. I mean, like
it's really awesome. Cool.
Tom's like the mayor of the building. Like he walks around and knows everybody in the building, and like who's doing what, and it's awesome.
So
the association here actually helped us find Tom.
Absolutely
right.
And so, Rob, you want to give a state of affairs.
State of affairs. Well, we've been doing continue to do a lot of work on the website. We're actually knee deep in a project that's almost done, where we're going to make things a little more intuitive and better experience in your dashboard. So that's a really big, important project for us and for you guys.
Because we've taken the data, like the quizzes, and because we sent a pauser survey, and we're also just looking at how people interact with the new system. We can see what they're doing, how they're modifying their subscription. Are they actually going and skip it, or what is it? You can
kind of skip ahead a lot easier.
Okay.
Basically. So, and then it's also going to be much more intuitive, and if you need to expand your frequency.
But it's based on data.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that we're sort of finding at Tiege is that the more data, the better, because the data is where when we first set it up, and even our website, we're looking at everything at this point and being like, oh man, when we first started the website, it was like, hey, let's design something that we think looks good. But is it effective in converting? And so these are the hard things that we're having to come to the realization and the conclusion that we need to do a better job just with the functionality of everything, as opposed to just, hey, I think it looks good.
Yeah, it's just like any other, if you think about it, it is our store, right? It's an electronic store, and it's no different than any other retailer. You're constantly improving. You're constantly figuring out the best way to bring traffic through and bring customers through and help them find what they want. And it's no different in the virtual e-world, right?
Yeah. So moving on, Rob's been like kicking ass on our products and stuff, and he's talking to the chemist all the time. How close are you to working on?
You're very close. You're very close to it.
Very close. Awesome.
What?
I did not tell these guys. But I have.
What is that?
The final candidate for our Acme solution.
Oh, can I smell?
Yeah. There shouldn't be really any smell.
It doesn't smell like anything, which is good.
That's awesome.
Wow.
The idea here is that it's going to work on your acne. It's a lotion that basically you would use in the morning, and if you've got a bad case, in the evening as well.
Now, has this been approved by the chemist?
That has been approved by the chemist. What we're doing right now is, and I think you guys early on knew about the stability test stuff, but we have to make sure that it stays intact for X period of time in a very, kind of thing.
But that's chemist approved.
That's chemist.
This is chemist.
Right here,
hey,
brother.
baby.
That's awesome.
Right here. This is not. You can't really. This isn't exciting. But it is exciting that we have. I mean, this has been the development of this product has been. I mean, for the past almost year, right?
Last half a year.
And we've been talking about it for a year, knowing that we needed to do this. But the development, I mean, everything takes time, and then once it's developed, it has to go through the approval. We need to see if it can be.
So like Aaron and I are calling Rob every other day saying, hey, is it done yet? Is it done? Like we don't get it that Rob actually and the chemist spend forever stability testing, putting it in the oven, all the shit that Aaron and I aren't really patient.
One of the issues.
What Rob is.
One of the issues that is tough because Rob, Kelly, or actually Rob and myself and the chemist are not here in Chicago. Tom, Josh, and Kelly are here. They're always sort of they've got their finger on the pulse. I'm in Atlanta. Rob is in Connecticut with the chemist, and so you don't get to see what everybody does.
Right.
And so it's exciting to get together and to actually see what's going on. Josh, what's going on? Videos, man, videos.
What's happening?
Well, the commercial posted.
Just now, we just literally pressed it.
Yeah.
Where'd you post it?
It's on YouTube.
On YouTube?
On our channel.
So if you guys want to share it, share it. We will link to it down below. The thumbnail we think is great. The title is Be Better Than Butt Soap, Tiege Hanley, or Tiege.com. The feedback has been, that's kind of something that I'd like to address now. Talk about the two videos, because some of you have seen that little green sort of guy, or he's in black and white, that green thing That explainer video.
On our homepage. now.
It's on our homepage?
It's on the home, on
It's
Teach.com.
been on
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's on-
Since when?
Like,
about a week. Yeah.
Earlier this week.
I need to go to our website more. Anyway, so Josh posted that video. That was a video that we had made and that we're like, Kelly and I were not 100% feeling, but you know, after seeing it, it actually was better than I thought it was going to be. And the big comment with the explainer video was, the voice is a little bit funky. And so Rob, like literally like
A couple days ago.
yeah, like a month. No, it was like a month ago. Was like, hey, what would you think about you doing the voiceover for this explainer video? Would that change it? Would that make it even better? And
Well, I thought that the explainer, the script was pretty good, right to the point, which a lot of our guys said. It just tells you.
this is not the explainer video was different than the video that I showed you last week, where it's with the guy and the butt soap, and which we'll talk about in a second.
So we had a professional voiceover talent, do the script, read the script for the explainer video, and it just the one thing was lacking in mine. It was just not passionate. And so who's the best person to do
There
that?
So,
Yeah.
Josh and I yesterday went and did this. Welcome to Josh's car. Josh, say hey.
Hi.
We are taking a detour. Rob, Kelly, and Sean is it Sean?
Yeah, Sean.
Sean are currently meeting at Tiege Hanley headquarters talking about some strategy. We are doing something really cool that I've never done. We're headed to, what is it, a recording studio? A recording studio to actually have me do the voiceover for the explainer video that you guys may or may not have seen. While it's up, if you guys want to check out that video, it's down below. The feedback has been insane. Everybody really loves that video. And it's funny because I think the feedback's even a little bit more positive than the super expensive video that we did. But, this business is all about learning. And so one of the comments that we keep seeing is, hey, the voice in the voiceover, or for the explainer video, it's not that great. And Aaron, you should do it. And so we pulled some strings and we're spending about $1,200 to actually go into the studio. I've got the script and I'm going to do the voiceover for the explainer video, hoping that it'll be better and it sort of feels a little bit more natural and authentic. So I'm like, hey, if I'm going to record a voiceover, I might as well bring the camera. And so Josh will man the operation while we film the voiceover, and hopefully it doesn't take me 6 hours. What do you think? Can I knock it out quick?
I'm not very confident.
You're not confident?
No.
I'm confident. Guys, let's go to the studio. Just got done the filming. Now we're editing it together.
All at an unbeatable price. Skincare products else. All at an unbeatable price. Level up your subscription with our eye cream to fight off crow's feet and dark circles. Or go all the way to level 3 and add our face serum to reduce fine lines and achieve maximum handsome. Never used skincare before?
So we did the voiceover. It was so much fun. It was a blast. I've never done anything like that, and I killed it, right?
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah. I mean, it was almost first read through.
And what was amazing was watching this guy, the editor, sort of doing his thing. Like while we were there, he completely took what we did in the booth, matched it up to the script, and basically had a finished product in less than an hour, which is pretty insane. And so
that version will be up there.
That version will be up
Next week.
early next week.
Monday, Tuesday?
Probably Tuesday.
Probably Tuesday. So that video will be going on. So now let's talk about the expensive top funnel video.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, like in my mind, I got to compartmentalize things. Like the explainer video, the intention of that was just different from the other videos. So just so
Right.
you guys know, like they weren't just both videos to help sales. I mean,
That one wasn't an ad.
the explainer video wasn't really an ad.
The top funnel.
It wasn't meant to be.
The top funnel that we worked with Guy Bauer that we've been talking about for a long time, that was intended to be an ad for people that have no idea who Tiege Hanley is. Unfortunately, what we've kind of come to the conclusion is we don't feel like it necessarily represents our brand in, what am I trying to say? We don't love it as much as we hoped we would.
It's not. It just doesn't focus enough on the benefits of who Tiege Hanley
But
is.
we haven't tested it, and so we really don't know. And so some of you love it.
You know what? I actually like the video. I do. I mean, I don't think the video's really speaks to me because I don't have kids. That part. I mean, I don't have kids, but Josh.
You have kids.
I mean, I have kids. I'm sorry. Hello. Sorry, kids. I hope you're not listening. I love you.
He doesn't like
Love
them,
you guys.
but he has them.
What he's saying is he's older. He's saying he's older, and he just proved
Yeah, but I like the video. I get a good laugh when I don't have kids, and I totally dig Becky Simmons. And I like
Everybody, it's funny,
And I
side
mean,
note, everybody digs Becky Simmons more than the mail carrier, which is actually
Miss Illinois 2016.
The mail carrier was Miss Illinois. You heard Josh. And so I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Josh actually made the thumbnail, which I think is awesome.
That was good.
The thumbnail for the video.
So I think the video is great. I really laugh at the dad looking in the mirror saying, "Oh crap!" I mean, I think that's funny every time I see that. I think that's funny.
So if we break down the two videos.
Yeah, break it down for us.
Break it down, Josh.
Break
Break
it
it down.
So there's just different goals. So the top funnel, full blown commercial is supposed to pique your interest in the brand.
Yeah.
And then when you click and you hit our website, that's when we hit you with the explainer video, which is kind of a closer. So they just have different purposes, and in some cases we won't want to use the explainer as the first commercial we run, depending on who we're targeting. But if we're targeting a more general audience, the top funnel, high budget commercial we did might be the better fit. We haven't tested enough yet. We'll know soon. But there's just a different idea behind both videos.
But if it's not a fit, we're not so in love with the fact that we spent a lot of money. Cause we talked about budget. That video cost us around $46,000 to do everything from start to finish, to casting, to the editing, through everything. It was expensive.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, I know I've seen the comments people are like, "What? That's insane." It wasn't like we just got one quote and said that sounds good to us. We talked to 5 agencies. That is I know you guys are gonna be crazy. That's a reasonable price for what we got.
For a high production quality.
Yeah, that is not.
we spent 2 weeks in meetings.
Yeah, I mean it was a big
It
deal.
dragged.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think Josh, did you like the video? How do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the video does what we needed to do in theory.
Yeah.
In theory.
Okay.
theory.
In
So
theory.
let's hold off with the rest of our kind of
Yeah.
internal comments until these guys get a chance to really see it. And I think
But also, just to keep in mind, we I read every comment that's on every video that we post.
Oh, right.
And it's, we really appreciate the feedback, and we do, even though if we don't respond to everything, it is being at least mentally noted, sometimes actually typed out and noted.
But
so it's, we do appreciate the feedback, and I would also have to say that this commercial isn't, you guys should like the explainer video more.
Right.
You guys
Right.
dig skincare. That's why you subscribe to Tiege.
And that's one of the other things is taking your feedback. You are in it, you're in it. You're watching this. You've been engaged, And so you have a different perspective on that video than the average, consumer who has no idea. And so your perception, you understand sort of the fact that, this is us and here we are, talking to you. And so you've got a different feeling and feedback and a relationship with us.
They do take care of their skin.
Yeah, you guys are into it. But for other people, we have to test, we have to see. But that being said, if it's not working, if it's not right, we're actually currently working on some other concepts, right?
Yep.
That, hey, if it's not right, it was a good video, it'll stay out there, or it won't. And
one of the reasons why we're all why we're all here in Chicago is you guys know this because you heard it before. This is our Q3, so our third quarter of the year, 2017 meeting. Yesterday and today, lots of business stuff. As as a company, we have fiduciary responsibility to talk about all this stuff, get it down on paper, all shake hands and vote on stuff and say yay and nay and that stuff like that. So we just did that. The last night we were at dinner, and we had a couple of our advisors there, and you've heard about this before. We we have this great group of guys that really help us, and they said to us, it's everybody kind of you learn, and sometimes learning is expensive
and hard.
And I don't know the exact comment. Yeah, that's what they said, right, Rob?
You have to move on.
So we think it's good. Let's give it a shot. You guys keep on sending us feedback, and if that's all right with you, Aaron, let's do it. See what they think.
Yes, we also met a gentleman today that we might be bringing on, hopefully, if he's right.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
We're talking to a lot of people.
Yeah,
right. We need people.
We need people.
Yep.
Tiege Hanley's expanding all around. And it's because of you, it's because of your engagement, the fact that you love our products. We will continue to do our very best to kick as much ass as possible and make you proud. And so, thank you so much for being a part of this. It's been an amazing ride, and I honestly feel like this is something very special. And having you here with us makes it even more special. And so, that's it. On that note, guys, I think we got more to do.
Let's do it.
Guys, we love you more than our what?
Double
mom strap
shoes. Guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks.
Have a good week.